The casualties of Yemen's war go way beyond the bombs and bullets. The disaster, hidden from the world's eyes, is malnutrition. 1.5 million children are suffering, and the paediatric emergency unit in Sana'a is under terrible pressure. Lying in the waiting room, Imtiaz is 2 years old and weighs just 4 kilos. That's the same as a healthy newborn baby in Britain. Her severe acute malnutrition has left her vulnerable to a chest infection, and that's what's threatening her life now. Is the main reason this child looks like this because of malnutrition, or because of any other illness?
Malnutrition complicated by chest infection. The malnourished people have a weak immunity, so they are susceptible for many other diseases, many other infections. They are getting sick easily.
As we speak, a nurse calls us into the emergency ward. A 5-month-old boy called Atan has just been brought in by terrified parents. He's in serious trouble. Malnutrition has left him tiny, frail, and he's struggling to breathe. Atan's suffering because his mother is so malnourished that she's unable to breastfeed anymore. And now he's got gastroenteritis from the goat's milk she gave him instead. That was really very scary. You could see from the look on the faces of the doctors and nurses that Atan was really in a very bad way and came very close to losing his life then. But he seems to have stabilized now, and his breathing seems to be more normal. Are you able to eat yourselves? Do you have enough food at home for yourselves?
يعني دقيق ورز.
So every day, that's it, just flour? No fruit, no vegetables, no meat?
ما في.
And here's why there's nothing. So all of these were hit. To the south of Houthi-controlled Yemen lies the port of Hodeidah. 90% of Yemen's food supply is imported, and the vast majority comes through here. It's been crippled by airstrikes. It's an astonishing degree of targeting. The missiles took out the drivers' cabs, making all 5 of these giant cranes completely useless. And the only ships that can dock here now are ones that have got their own cranes on board. It all makes the process painfully slow. Food warehouses have been targeted at the port too. And nearby, one of Yemen's biggest companies has had its dairy and cooking oil factories surgically taken out. It's these kinds of deeply controversial targets that have led to Saudi Arabia being accused of breaking international humanitarian law.
Only food, dairy business, and you see yourself, no sign of military or anything.
So while food prices inevitably rise, incomes have plummeted. There's little work, and the UN says 2.8 million people have been driven from their homes by the bombing. Many are in grim camps like these, in the middle of the country. Well, we've arrived in the middle of a sandstorm, as you can see, and we've driven in about half a mile, and everywhere is like this. It's just a little tented city. They are totally reliant on a meagre aid supply. Sadiq's family get 1 sack of flour every couple of months and occasional bags of lentils. His daughter Safa is malnourished. In a nearby tent, another baby, Rabab, is even worse. Volunteers from the aid agency Doctors Without Borders told them to go to hospital, but they can't afford it. Just over here. Sadiq takes me for a walk. He wants to show me something. It's the graveyard. He says many children are buried here who died of malnutrition.
بالألم وبالوجع وبالهني إلا بقى أخاف عليهم أكثر أخاف عليهم أكثر أخاف عليهم
How is she doing? On my return to Sana'a, I went back to the hospital. Imtiaz was looking much better, but there had been a tragic development. Atan, the little baby who we met at the beginning of the week, who was so ill but who seemed to be getting better, died 2 days ago. And his parents buried him very early in the morning yesterday. This malnutrition crisis is wholly man-made, and British bombs, jets and experts are being used to help make it. Yemen has long been a forgotten war. It doesn't have to be a forgotten famine.